Okay, so hello everyone, and welcome to another virtual orientation session. My name is Rebecca Pluis, and I am the International Student Advisor here at the Fleming College Frost Campus. If you just give me one moment here, I'm going to see if I can switch one of our panelists or one of our guests to panelists. So just give me 1 second. Um, Do, 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 do. Sorry. Yeah, so Josh from FSA is here, which is great. And I'm just trying to switch him to be a panelist. Give me 1 second. Uh, oh, and there's Barsha. Hello, Barsha. I'm just trying to switch Josh.
Hey,
Oh, here he is. There we go.
yeah, can I go to
Oh,
stand back?
sorry. Give me 1 second.
Um,
Josh, I've switched you to be a panelist.
yeah.
Okay, I can talk, but I don't think I can. Can you hear
I
me?
think he's
I can hear you. Yes, I just can't see your video.
Yeah,
I think he's still an attendee. I don't think he's a panelist yet.
I just
yeah.
switched him to make a panelist.
Like all the Oh, now he is. I thought the call is going to.
Oh,
Okay, Josh, do you want to turn on
Yeah.
your we can see you, but we can't see you. Like the video's oh, there you are.
it's
Perfect.
oh, yeah. Okay, I'm on my phone, so like I don't really know how to use it on my phone. But
That's okay.
do I start? Do
Yeah.
I start talk
Yeah, so
about?
I'll do a quick introduction again. And just to let you know, this video is being recorded. So hello everyone. My name is Rebecca Pluis, and I'm the International Student Advisor here at the Fleming College Frost Campus. I will let the other two panelists here today introduce themselves, but just a quick summary on our session today. So we've divided the groups into two different sessions going on at the same time today. So we have the SAC session for Sutherland taking place in the other room. And then this room is for Frost students. So if you're not a Frost student, thank you so much for joining, but you might not get a lot of information that you need from this session. This is purely for Frost students. And it's also to cover the Frost Student Association that we have at the Frost campus. So we have Joshua, who's from FSA. Maybe I'll let Varsha introduce herself quickly, and then Josh, you can take it from there.
Okay, sounds good.
Hi everyone, my name is Varsha and I'm the International Student Services Assistant here at the Frost campus in Lindsay. Good to meet everyone. I hope you get a lot of information from the session.
Wonderful. Thank you.
I'm Josh. I'm the FSA, and I'm the Director of Communications right now. I'll be done really soon, actually. On April 30th. I hope that I'm able to talk about FSA a little bit more so that all students are able to understand or like to get to know us. Yeah.
Your video was on and then it turned off.
It's off. What?
Yeah,
Uh,
it was on though, so it was working for a moment.
what's working now? Hmm. Can I rejoin it?
Yeah, no, go for it. Okay. So while we're waiting for Josh to come back, normally what we do in our sessions is that we ask students to hold their questions until the end of the session. Because we only have 7, 8 people here today, please feel free to just put the questions right in the chat and we can kind of answer them as we go. That is one of the nice things about the Frost campus versus the Sutherland campus. We're a much smaller group. And it's a bit more I guess intimate and you get to know everyone's name versus Southern campus is such a big college. So yeah, it's a great opportunity to chat and get to know us. We have Josh back now. Your video is still not working, Josh, but that's okay.
Okay. It's working all right.
Oh, there it is. Now it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I don't think I can see the questions. I don't know if there are any, but
I can
um,
monitor it. Yeah.
okay. Maybe not. Maybe there are not any questions right now.
Yeah.
No? Okay. Do you want me to start? talking
Go ahead.
about. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So I'm here to represent the FSA. FSA means Frost Student Association. So we're a nonprofit organization, which is for students. We're students working for students. I'm a student as well. Well, I'm gonna graduate, but yeah, I was a student for 2 years at Fleming College, and we are here to advocate again for students. So like we really focus on students. If you have any questions like appeals, academic appeals, or like events, and other questions like transportation, we don't do with housing, transportation, and like if you come to FSA, it's at the Oz Lodge. If you know, you probably don't know where Oz Lodge is, and please, you have to go there to take a look how it looks like. Everyone goes there. Everyone goes there to chill, to have a drink, to talk with friends, to hang out in general. So that's the bigger picture of us. Behind the scenes, we have meetings every week to talk about different events, to make different um, decisions. Um, so I don't know what else to say because it can be a lot more, but that's the general aspect from FSA.
Can you dive in a bit just like about the board and the positions on the board?
Yeah, of course. So like the board, I think there are 7 of us. Yes. So from president to vice president to 5 directors. Director of communications, which is me right now, but someone else gonna take it over. Director of sustainability, director of engagement, director of student life, director of
Athletic?
community outreach.
Right.
Yes, so that's the 5 directors. And how they got in the board was that people voted. All students were able to vote, and they voted to them. So that's how they were elected. Mhm.
Wonderful.
Yes.
And all the students that are on the board are current students.
Yeah.
And that's something that's a little different than the SAC at the Sutherland campus is that at the Sutherland campus, they're all alumni. So they've graduated and now they're on the board. Where at Frost, they are current students. So when you go to speak to FSA, you're speaking with your peers, which is great. And I think it's another really great way that we like stay connected with our student body.
Yeah, we're basically like the word liaison between students and school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Wonderful. Do you want to, I know in the past we've had presenters from the FSA like share their screen and go over the website. I don't know if that's something you want to do or if you want to just kind of go into a bit more detail about like the different services that you offer and how you offer those services. However you want to do it.
Sure, I can share my screen right now. Just a sec. I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah, take your
Um,
time.
um,
I can always share my screen and like help click through it if it's easier. Nope, you're good. So right now we're seeing focus mode is on. Instagram and other distracting apps are paused right now. Oh, and I think you might be on mute now. I think it switched to being on mute. Okay, if you want to turn off your shared screen, I can then share my screen. You're still on mute somehow. We still can't hear you. I can see that you turned yourself off mute, but I still can't hear you. So what I'll do, Josh, if you want to log out. Oh, I can hear you now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Um.
I'm gonna
So
share my screen and then you can help, like, let me know how to click through it, okay?
okay, if you could, thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Okay. Can you see the FSA webpage?
Yes. Yes, I can.
Perfect. Okay.
So our page is really simple. It's not complicated at all. So on the top right, you can see the Facebook, Instagram, and Discord. This year, I really focus on Instagram more than anything else, and it's working. So I think it's a way to go. So if you can scroll down, oh, if you can like click on the Instagram icon, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So
Just give it a minute to load.
all patient here. So this is our page. You can if you scroll down a little bit more, you can see that there are posters from different events, and you can see me because I basically made weekly videos to talk about like what events are going on every week, and you'll see like if we make any changes, it's like those are the videos I have made. Oopsie. Um, and some are funny ones that people can relate, and some are um, I was trying to make it that it's kind of like inside joke, like Frost Campus. If you study trees, for example, you know how frustrated to learn different trees and different names. And I kind of made it like a meme so that people would, everyone could relate to that. Um, Weekly videos, people tend to enjoy it because not everyone wants to read emails, right? So that was the point. That was my intention to have a video every week. If you want to watch it, you know what's going on.
Hmm.
You could go back to the post.
Oh,
So
sorry.
no, the post. Yeah, you did it right.
There we go.
Um, if you want to just if you could please like just click on like a poster. Any kind is
You
fine.
have to be logged into my Instagram.
What? Okay, it's okay, no worries. So anyway, each poster, like I'm the one who is posting them on Instagram right now, and I believe that's one of the ways to um capture more attention from all students so that they know what's going on this week.
Yeah.
Because yeah, because students are, everyone's busy doing school. Like you have lectures, you have labs, you have homework to do, you have tests that are coming up, and it's it's easy to deliver information this way so that like if they're free, they can take a look at what's going on. So then,
Yeah, can you so one of the events that takes place at Frost is that we do international dance parties. So this is an event that FSA and ISS International Student Services collaborate on. I will be there at the international dance parties to help run it, but that's just one example of one of our events. So they're usually on Friday nights from 7 to 11. We have a DJ that plays, various different genres of music. We have lights going. We usually have pop and cake, and it's a ton of fun. The last one that we just had was on April 19th. And I think that one went really well. So that's something that you can look forward to. At Frost is our international dance parties. Josh, do you want to quickly just go over other events that take place through FSA?
sure, if you can scroll down a little bit, because I'm trying to remember all events.
Mhm.
We've done like open mic night, we've done country music night, we've done dirty bingo,
Yeah.
carnivore, and we can go down a little bit more because I'm trying to remember, trying to recall, because there are many events, big and small. Sometimes it's even like a webinar. If you can see there there are a couple posters that look similar. It was EcoFest. EcoFest was it was like the entire week. So like from Monday, it was Monday, Terra Tuesday, Water Wednesday, what's the Thursday? Tweeting
Tweeting.
Thursday,
Yeah, for
and
birds.
yeah, and Footprint Friday. So like it's really diverse. I believe there are many different aspects to it. It can sometimes be environmental, sometimes it's just pure fun. And most events are really engaging. That people show up, people get to know each other and learn about things in general. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, so we can go back to the FSA website.
sure.
Oh wait, here it is. Okay, do we want to move over to services?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I believe there is a list of it.
Yeah. It's just loading.
Okay, it's okay. If it doesn't work,
Okay.
I do have I can just talk about it. I guess we provide different services. Um, so some are really general. Oh, here we go.
So this is the
So we are
services webpage, and then if you scroll down,
okay. Sounds good. I'm trying to read it. Oh yeah, I got it. So we got student health plan, Ocelot, student center. So Ocelot is the bar that I've been talking about. Program presidents. So let's say you're in like Fish and Wildlife program, for example. If you want to be the president of Fish and Wildlife, and you want to host events that are about fish and wildlife, you come to us, and then you basically that's how you start. And you may be competing with other people. It doesn't really happen that often, but that's how you become a program president so that you can do things that are related to your program. Moreover, we got clubs. So if you want to start any clubs, so I think right now we have D&D Dungeons and Dragon Club. We got um, knitting, like knitting. We got a club like that. We got Eco Club and more. I
yeah.
just
So
do not recall.
here's a
Oh,
list
here,
of the past clubs and then current clubs.
right. So like Frost Crafters Collective. It was the one that I was talking about. Book E-list, and there are gonna be more people that will create different clubs, and it's always fun to join because you get to know more people, and it's great. If you're shy, just go there. You're doing the same thing. You're doing the thing you like, and just meet people.
Mhm.
Can I see the other services, please?
Yeah, yeah. Go back.
We got committees. There are many different committees like um, sustainability committee.
Mhm.
Um, there's so many like food, something about food. Um, some of them are private, only for the board. But again, if you have a concern, for example, about a certain topic, you think it's necessary to have a committee, you can always come to us and see what we think, and maybe you will be able to like create a committee and have a weekly meeting and get something done.
Mhm.
Lastly, I want to talk about student discounts and athletics and recreation. Student discounts, basically, we talk to um, the local, kind of like the local businesses, with also like stables, like all um, the common stores that you can get discount there. And I believe it's good because we students don't have that much money. And if you want to save money, please take a look at this and you can get some deals. So yeah, I've there are probably more than 10 places that got discount for students. So it's a good resource to knowing that if you want to buy something, take a look to see if there are any stores that are like doing student discount.
Mhm.
Um,
It's
the
also worth asking, like when you're at a store, just have your student card. And like it might not be something listed on here, like this is very Lindsay focused, but there's a lot of stores that provide discounts to just like students in general. Like in Ontario, if you're a student, you can get a discount. So it's always worth having your student card on hand and you can just simply ask. Like I know there's a yoga studio in Peterborough right now that has a really discounted rate for all students. Like it doesn't have to be a school, even in Ontario. As long as you have a student card, you can get a discount. And I think it's something like 50% off or like something wild. So it's just always worth trying to look for discounts by using your student card.
Yeah. So if you want to get a student card, we call it one card
Yep.
at Frost Campus. If you have to keep your one card because if you get your meal plan, if you want to like go to the field house, it's a building next to recreational center. It's basically like 3 minute walk from school. If you want to go there, you may need your one card. Also, for the gym membership that has been paid, it's included in your tuition. So that's the athletics and recreation center.
Hmm.
So if you pay your tuition, if you're a full-time student, basically you can just go to the gym for free. It's not free because you pay it, but everyone should definitely use the source.
Yeah.
It requires your one card. So when you go to the gym, you show your one card, you scan it, beep, and then you can just go into the gym.
Yeah, and there's fitness classes as well. I know some students in a previous Connect and Get Ready session were asking a lot about like, can I do yoga or Zumba or is there like fitness classes? And there's like a quick list here, but if you actually go to the LRC um website, there's like the list of all the programs that they can provide, and there's both drop-in sessions and then there's also registered sessions. So drop-in sessions are for anyone with a membership to just drop in, and then registered sessions, I believe there's like an additional fee for them. There's a lot more drop-in sessions than like registered sessions.
Yeah, there are different classes. Some start at like 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Like I've been working out, not this semester, but anyway, there are many classes that people are interested in. You only need to bring your yoga mat, or if you want to go swimming, you just go. Like you don't have to do anything. You can also go ice skating there, by the way.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then just going back to services really quickly, if I can go back to the webpage here. Just for international students regarding your health plan. So health insurance, FSA might be able to answer questions, but also international student services can answer questions as well. So if you do have questions about the FSA or the health insurance plan, you can reach out to either or. Sometimes like FSA can help more than ISS and ISS can help out more than FSA. So either department works.
Mhm.
Okay, maybe I'll stop sharing my screen for a moment and we'll see if there's any questions because when I'm sharing my screen, I can't see them. Uh, so I don't see any questions here. If you want, feel free to put your questions in the chat now, and we're happy to answer them. I have one private message, so I'm just going to message back quickly. Okay, since we're not having any questions, Maybe I can quickly talk about the transit system in Lindsay, since we're all Frost students, or everyone here is a Frost student. So part of your tuition at the Sutherland campus includes a bus pass, but unfortunately that's not the case at the Frost campus. So it's a little bit different at the Frost campus on the transit. So what I'll do quickly is I'm going to put a link in the chat about the Lindsay Transit system, and it's actually one link that provides all the information you need about getting around Lindsay. So it includes information on, actually, you know what I'll do? We have time. Maybe I'll share my screen quickly. Okay, so that's the link, and then yeah, I'm gonna share my screen really quickly and I can discuss this. This one here. Share. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, okay. So for Lindsay Transit, you can download the map right here. And it'll show you all the routes that are around Lindsay. And then if you keep on scrolling, it gives you a lot of detailed information about the routes. It discusses hours of operation. And then the ticket fare is at the bottom here. So for students, the fee would be $225 per fare per trip. Or you can get a student monthly pass for $60. So regularly a monthly pass is $70 a month, but for students it's $60. So again, that's your student discount coming into play. That's a $10 off discount. And then there's where you can buy tokens, where you can buy a monthly pass, and then you can also get the monthly pass online. Yeah, and then there's contact information at the below here if you wanted to call to ask any questions. Josh, I don't have too much experience with Lindsay Transit. Do you have any tips or tricks about the transit system here at in Lindsay?
I think so. Like, if you go to the like Lindsay Square, I don't know which store that is, but I'm pretty sure you're able to get tokens instead of like paying $2.25. I think you can buy it for $2. So
Okay.
if you yeah, so if you take the bus all the time, or like every day, even every day, I think it's worth it to think about it, or even just get a pass. Because if you get a pass, that basically means you can take it whenever you want and how many times you want.
Yeah. Yeah. Another quick thing to note about transit is that there is no transit system between Lindsay and Peterborough. So, between the two campuses, it's about a 45-minute drive. So we highly recommend that when you come to Canada, you will want to have accommodation. So your apartment or your room in the city that you're staying, that you're attending school at. So your campus community. So in this situation, it would be Lindsay, Ontario, because you're going to the Frost campus. And that's for a couple of reasons. Like one, it's hard to go to Peterborough. It's 45 minutes away, and there isn't like a bus or a train or a subway that goes there. And another reason is that to value your time. Like it takes a lot to travel in and out of town as a student. You have classes possibly Monday to Friday, every week, and it can be exhausting to try to drive back and forth or try to find a ride back and forth. I know some students try to live maybe in Brampton and go to school in Lindsay, just as an example, and that's a very far drive. So my summary of all this is Google Maps is your friend. You want to know where you're staying in relation to where the campus is, and try to live, I would say, as closely as possible, so that way it's less of a commute every day. Varsha, yeah, go ahead. Oh, you're on mute.
I actually have an update on the transit system from Lindsay to Peterborough. So
Okay.
Fleming SAC. Apparently they were working on getting the transit back. So from May 6th onwards, there is actually a shuttle from Peterborough to Lindsay and Lindsay and Peterborough back. So you
Okay.
can, yeah, so you can access those, and I will put the link out there to for you guys to explore the option. So just
That's
wanted to add that.
wonderful.
Yeah.
This is breaking news. I didn't know about that. Josh, did you know that?
I think I just heard about it yesterday, and I'm
Mhm.
not like 100% sure, so I didn't want to mention it.
Yeah, and also
Okay.
the post is it's uploaded on their Instagram site, so Fleming Sack Instagram.
Okay.
There's a post in there that you guys can look at too.
Okay,
That's
sounds good.
wonderful. Well, hey, that's really great news. Um, yeah, I would, so for students that are looking to utilize that, be mindful of how often it runs, how much it costs, and where in Peterborough you would be living versus where the pickup is. Again, it's like a very large, like Peterborough's a very large town, Lindsay's a very large town, so just be mindful of the logistics of using this brand new starting May 6th transit. That's wonderful news to hear. I'm glad to hear it. Did you put the link in the chat? Oh, you're on mute again.
Okay, I'm just doing that right now.
Okay. Awesome.
I wanna can I talk about like the housing
Of
for
course. Yes, please do.
so I know that like some people have no idea where to look for housing. There's a website called Places for Students. That's generally people go on that site. And,
I just have a couple of questions about
Oh,
the program.
okay, we're good.
so the website Places for Students, that is a website that people usually use to find a place to stay, to live. Um, so like again, there are different other sources. Like you can go on Facebook Marketplace or Kijiji, but be mindful that there are scams.
Yeah.
There are there are people who are like, hey, if you want to come see the house, you have to pay me $200 to see the house. So that would be a scam. Like when you pay, when you go to that place, there's nobody there. Something like that. Because like it has happened to my friends. That's why I wanna mention it. And if you're watching and then if that's what the person is saying to you, you know it's a scam. Just so you guys know.
Yeah. And on that note, just regarding scams, 99, if not 100% of the time, you should never be paying to view an apartment. Viewing an apartment, viewing a room should be free because the landlord makes money off of the monthly fee, the monthly rent that a student is paying. So I would say, yeah, like 100% of the time, do not pay to view an apartment. It is a scam. And if you ever have any doubts or questions or concerns about renting off campus, or if you are renting and then you come across an issue, we do have an off-campus department here at the campus. Like at Fleming College, we have an off-campus housing department. We have an off-campus hosting coordinator, Karen Hennessy, who ran a previous session about housing. I think it was my days are really blending together during virtual orientation this week, but I think it was either yesterday or the day before. She ran a really good session. I would highly recommend rewatching that session, and then don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions. FSA is here to help, ISS is here to help, and definitely the off-campus housing department is here to help as well. Yeah. So we have, oh, you put in the chat the Lindsay shuttle schedule. I'm just gonna quickly look at this because I'm fascinated. This is brand new. Uh, Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, here, you know what? I'm gonna share my screen. We've got time, we might as well. So this is the information that was just provided to us about the Lindsay shuttle. So it looks like it's just between May to August
Mm.
2024. So just quickly looking at this in a fresh glance, maybe it won't be extended into September, maybe it will. So keep that in mind if you are signing a lease. And it looks as though it leaves from the Sutherland campus at 7 a.m.
Mm.
And then I'm not exactly sure how this loop will work.
I mean, there's one starting from Lindsay as well at 8 a.m., the departure one.
Okay.
And it's from Peterborough to Lindsay and Lindsay and back.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And also there's like a stop at Omimi. So
Okay.
people, if they're planning to stay in Omimi, they can also access the bus.
Gotcha. And then Omimi, that's the address there, 1 King Street, Omimi, roadside
Yes.
stop in front of
Coronation
Coronation Hall. Yeah.
Yes.
How interesting. Guys, breaking news. I'm so glad that you were here to witness it, and you're definitely now ahead of the group compared to compared to everyone else that didn't make the session today. This is very exciting. Yeah, no, that's great. Okay. So I'm not seeing any questions come into the chat. Josh, is there anything else you kind of want to give tips and tricks about? I mean, you've been a student here at the Lindsay campus did you do a 2-year program or a 1-year program?
I did 2-year plus 1, so like 3 years in total.
Yeah.
I guess I can talk about like if you let's say you arrive, I don't know who's gonna be watching this, so like let's say whether you're a domestic student or international student, when you arrive Lindsay, come check out the campus. It's gonna be open. Um, you should go around and see, like really know where resources are. For example, like different services, administrate like RO office, register office, for example, where that is, where is health services, where is the fish hatchery, where is the library, where is the computer lab. Getting to know that uh, where everything is, it's really important and really helpful for new students because sometimes people have questions and then they don't know where they can go or like who to ask. So I think that would be the best um, advice for
Mhm.
new students, and knowing the fact that professors are there to help you as well, because they've been here, most of them been here for like maybe more than a decade.
Yeah, they stay put.
So they know how students are like, and some of them even graduated from Fleming.
Mhm.
So then again, professors will be a good, like you can bring questions to them. Most of them are really willing to answer your questions and support you in general because it's just how the culture is at Frost Campus.
Mhm. Yeah, no, that's a good tip. Um, yeah, kind of piggybacking off what you were saying about like reaching out. Your teachers are there to help you. And I always try to encourage students to like talk to your teacher. If you're not understanding the curriculum, if you're struggling, if you're really liking the curriculum, like let them know. I think that connecting with your teachers is a great way to better understand the industry that you're walking into. It could be networking. They might be able to help you with a co-op or maybe even a job later on. I know when I graduated, I used my teachers as references for when I was first applying for jobs right after graduation. So, um, yeah, really be mindful of that, like student teacher relationship, really foster it. And don't hesitate to reach out to them and use them as a resource. I still talk to some of my teachers that I've had in the past, and I think there's only good things to come if you um embrace that relationship versus, if you're nervous or you're scared or maybe you don't want to be connecting with your teacher, I think you might be missing out. So that's, yeah, just a quick add on to what Josh was saying.
And I would say, don't be afraid to say hi to people.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like knowing that most like all the new students, they basically have most of them like don't know anybody else at school, and
Yeah.
it doesn't hurt to like walk to them and just say hi. My name is blah blah blah. Just to start a casual conversation, and then once you know a decent amount of people, like you'll realize, oh, it is so easy to make connections. It's so easy to
Yeah.
talk to people. And you know what? Like, let's say you are in fish and wildlife. I keep saying fish and wildlife. And let's say your friend, the person you meet, is in conservation biology, for example. Well, then you can, if you're also interested in their program, you can ask, also, what do you do? What do you do in your classes? What classes do you have? Like, you can maybe find some similarities too. So it doesn't hurt to know more people.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, I think this session goes for another 15 minutes. So maybe I can open up the floor to the students that are here. We have 4 here. Do you have any questions at all? Maybe not just about like Frost Student Association or living in Lindsay, but maybe you have some other questions that, an alumni now can answer, or, myself as working in international student services. Any questions at all, we're welcoming at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe the session's just so good they don't have any questions. We've answered everything.
I feel like sometimes like when you first like come to school and stuff, like it feels like, oh, I have questions, but I don't know how to phrase the question. Maybe sometimes it's like that. At least it happened to me. So
Yeah. Well, and I really love the saying, there's no such thing as a stupid question, and I wholeheartedly believe in that. I think it's like you're here to learn. You are at a school taking classes, and this is your place to learn. So like feel free to even ask the stupid questions. I like to think of it as like a safe space to fail, and you'll learn from it, right? And it's okay to, reach out to International Student Services, FSA, your teachers to be like, hey, like, I have a question, not really sure how to word it, but like, can you help me? Another, maybe to go off topic here for a second, another really good service at the Fleming College Frost campus is that we have tutoring services. So part of your tuition, you have access to one-on-one tutoring. I believe you can get it up to 2 days a week, 2 hours a week.
Sure.
And yeah, I highly, highly recommend using it. I feel like not enough students utilize it. And why not? Like it's part of your tuition, you're already paying for it. It's free, but it's like it's added into your tuition, so it's no additional cost. Um, but yeah, like I think it's always like when I was a student, I utilized tutoring and I was like, why wouldn't I? Because it's a service that now I don't have to feel like I'm maybe struggling through my homework solo. I can work with a tutor to help me in areas that I know I'm weak at. Um, Math and counting, not my friends. So psychology has statistics, and that was hard for me. So I had a tutor to help me with the like statistics side of psychology. And just, yeah, if you know your weaknesses or if you know that maybe it would help to like brainstorm and talk out a scenario or a problem, tutoring is a really good resource for that.
I agree because I was actually tutoring for like for my 3rd year, and by the way, like tutors are also students.
Yeah.
The only difference is that they have finished the course,
Yeah.
so they know they may even know your struggle. Like maybe they had the same struggle, but then they're like, yeah, I solved the problem, so now here is how I did it.
Yeah.
Like so it's not like it's not like it's someone who is really super experienced and like know everything and talks like professionally. No, it's your peers. They may be your friends. Like and it's amazing how you can build relationship with them too.
Yeah.
And for me, I was tutoring a person and they passed the course and like that you firstly like the person who passed the course they were really happy about it and also I was really happy about it so like it's a good source to use if you are confused about some lectures like lecture content even just some basic knowledge or like theoretical stuff in general it's a really good source to
Yeah.
utilize yeah
I was a tutor as well, so that's too funny that
nice
you and I are both tutors. We highly recommend that service. Yeah. It's also a great on-campus job, right?
It is like you just go talk to Melanie and she's like, okay, you're ready.
Yeah, yeah. They're always looking for tutors. And yes, you have to pass the course first before you can become a tutor. And I think there's maybe a threshold. Like I think you have to get over 80 in the course or something to be able to tutor for it. But yeah, it's also an option for an on-campus job, which is nice.
Should we talk about like on-campus job a
Sure.
little bit?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. So unfortunately, okay, I don't want to start this way. Let's just say like there are not that many on-campus jobs
Yep.
at Frost. Um, you can be serving like customer service. You can be a bartender at Oslodge.
Yep.
So it would go through the FSA and you have to have a smart surf. If you're an international student, you may not know what was a smart surf. A smart surf is a certificate that means you are eligible to serve alcohol to people. So that's a course. It's $50, but then it can last forever. It's a good source for you to have if you really want to become a bartender. So
Mhm.
bartender would be one. Um, you can also work at Biocommons, but I think it's closed. I think the job
Yeah.
posting is closed.
Yeah.
What else? You can work in the library as well.
Mhm.
So if you apply, I'm pretty sure there will be panels talking about that. It's like where you can apply, but talk to the people in the library. They look for people as well. They mainly look at your schedule and then try to find people based on the schedule to fill out the hours. IT, IT board, IT services. They
Mhm.
also look for assistants. That's another one. Field house. Wait, what is it? I don't know the name. When Erica is running it, and then she has some students helping.
Oh yeah. Student experience ambassador.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And Debbie also hires peer mentors.
Mhm.
That's another one.
Yeah. There's a role in between FSA and ISS. It's the FSA and ISS International or Student Ambassador. I'm forgetting the exact title, but it's a student ambassador. And the role is a hybrid between the two departments, which is a very unique role. So yeah, there's like student ambassador positions, which means you're a student, but within a Fleming Services department. And it's more about yeah, student ambassador, like getting the word out, like making sure students are aware of your service. I know for the FSA and ISS student ambassador, it's a lot of event um it's a lot of it is about events and like helping run events and plan events and carry out events. So that's yeah, just a few on-campus jobs as well. Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess again, like if you're interested, you gotta know it firsthand. Like if when you arrive, just go ask because they are really popular.
Yeah.
those jobs are really popular.
Yeah. Yeah. The way you can find on-campus jobs is you would go onto your dashboard. I know about it from the staff side. I think for students as well, though, you can go into your dashboard and there's a career services page.
Yes, it's the same. It's the same.
Yeah. Okay. So then you would click on the career opportunities, maybe is what it's called, but you would click on that and then there's all the job postings for Fleming College. So not just student positions. There's also like faculty, support staff, like all the positions at Fleming College are listed there. But if you're a student, you would want to apply for a student position. So you would usually say like the department and then like student ambassador. And that's what you
Are
would
you,
want to apply for.
are you able to share it? I don't know if
Yeah,
if
no
people are,
doubt.
because I don't know if they have like the account already.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, for mine, it just shows under staff.
oh, I see.
So it might not show up the same as it does for you. But yeah, it's called career opportunities on the left-hand side of your dashboard. If that's where students can find it, at least that's where staff can find it. And then I think there's another way to find it as well. But yeah, if you look up the career services webpage, I think they have access to the career opportunities link through there as well.
Sorry, just to hop onto that, on the student portal, there's a section called Student Life, and under the Career Services, if you click on that,
Okay.
you get the site for on-campus job board. So you can just click that link and they can find jobs on in campus
Ah,
in
okay.
there.
Okay. Yes.
Mm. I think I don't know if I had a video about it, but if you're confused, please ask
Yeah.
so that you know. Otherwise, like people are gonna just apply for it and they're gonna get the job, not you.
Yeah. Okay, so we have 5 minutes to go. I feel like we've covered a lot of topics, which is really nice. Again, because it's a small group, there's only 6 of us in this room now. I feel like we can really dive into what we feel like we should be diving into with the session. So if you have any other questions or if you have a question, because I don't think we've had any yet, please feel free to put them in the chat and maybe we'll wait for one more minute and then we can end a little bit early. Any final words, Josh?
Final words. Don't like if you wanna try something, well, like doing school, try it and really see how like what happens. Put your 100% on school first, not the job. Like also focus on the job if you have one, but then focus on the schooling. That's gonna mean more in long term. It's gonna be more beneficial in long term as well. So really understand, really try to understand what's going on in your courses. How is it like in real life? Let's say you get a job. How is it like? Ask questions like, is it how you dealt with certain problems in a job? That's how you get to know how what you will be doing in the field in the future and whether you like it or not, so that you know, oh, maybe I like something else more. I would go for it in the future. So I think that's a final say for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think that was worded really well. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think maybe we'll end it here. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining today. I mean, with 3 students, you are definitely now ahead of the pack compared to the other students that did not attend. Quickly looking at the calendar for our next sessions coming up. So tomorrow is our last day. We have Canadian Culture Kahoot game starting at 8:30 going until 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so our campus time. We then have campus and community safety from 10:15 to 11:15. And then we have Ask Us sessions. So there'll be 2 drop-in sessions taking place, and it's simply just to ask questions. I don't believe there's going to be any sort of presentation taking place. So from 11:30 to 12:30, we'll be having tips on finding a place to live drop-in session. And at that same time, so you can kind of jump from one to the other if you want, there is the International Student Services and Admissions drop-in session as well. And that's from 11:30 to 12:30 as well. And then that's it. We then have the program orientation taking place on May 3rd. You will meet me in the lobby, and Varsha will be there as well. So we will be able to greet you and say hello. Make sure you get to the program orientation okay. There will be lunch, and then we will be doing tours as well from the campus. So a lot is happening on May 3rd, and then May 6th is your first day of classes. So yeah, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much, Joshua, for taking the time and during your final week here at Frost. You will be missed. And yeah, we will see you at the next session. Thanks so much.
See you guys.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Transcript.
Yeah.